Hi everyone, today we're going all patriotic with this Stars and Stripes themed balloon art. Hi, I'm Melanie from Balloon Artworks and I'm a full-time balloon artist in the UK, and as usual this video will be packed full of my pro tips and tricks. So fully inflate your balloon and then find the 8-inch hole and just pass the balloon through. You want the balloon just to be touching the sides of the hole, and it should pass through easily. Press down on the balloons to round them off slightly. Pass the necks over one another, wrap round once and a second time, and then tie. Take your two duplets, connect them at the centre, wrap two balloons around, and that forms a quad or a cluster of 4. Make 13 quads in blue. Make 11 quads in white. Separate 2 balloons in the blue quad and slip the metal pole between these 2 balloons. Then wrap one balloon over the top of the other. Attach the next blue cluster in the same way, pushing down at the end to secure the balloons in position. Continue to add more blue quads to build up this side of the arch. Once you've added each quad to the arch, it's important that you push it down so that it touches the layer below. This is going to help to ensure the quads are distributed evenly across the arch. Once you've positioned your blue clusters, move over to the other side of the arch and start to build up the pattern on the other side, starting with a red cluster of 4, then adding a white, and now alternating the colours. As I move higher up the arch, I find it helpful to grasp hold of the framework with one hand as I add the remaining quads. To fit the final cluster, push it between 2 sets of quads and then pull it through from the other side. For an indoor arch, you can leave the quad pressure fitted like this, but for an outdoor arch, you'll need to secure the quad by crossing over the 2 balloons at the front. To inflate the stars, I'm using the hand pump, and you just need to put a small amount of air into the star. Trap the air. So these balloons don't have a valve, so you need to make sure the air doesn't come out, and you need to just push the air along the neck into the balloon and smooth out this section here, because you don't want to have any wrinkles in this section. I'm using the Impulse heat sealer and I've got my setting on just under 4, but these machines do vary, so you may need to adjust your setting slightly. I'm just going to swap hands to make this easier for you to see. So that's nice and flat. Place the neck on the heat sealer, depress, you'll hear it cut out, and then you can let go. Okay? If you are at all concerned, you can add more seals along the neck. I've only been able to get hold of gold foil stars for this display, so I've got a quick tip for you. So I've got some white acrylic spray paint and I'm just going to very quickly mist over. You're going to need to apply several layers. Take a 260 and just cut off the tip. Hopefully you've been able to get the white stars, but I've got my painted ones here. Sellotape and some gaffer tape or duct tape. So you just want to cut a strip of a couple of inches and then cut that strip in half. Okay, you've got 2 pieces of gaffer tape. Using a little piece of sellotape, we're just going to stick that long neck down across the back of the star. Place your 260 across the back and take one of those pieces of gaffer tape, just stick them over the top. If it's a little bit too long, that gaffer tape, just trim it away. And then take another piece, stick that over and just trim that if you need to. Okay, and then take both ends of that 260 and just tie into a knot at the end there. Okay, and do that with each of your stars. To position the star, stretch out the 260 and then slip it over one of the forward facing balloons. If you'd like the companion PDF of this design, including a couple of bonus tips, check out the link in the description below. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a like. And if you've enjoyed this video, I think you might enjoy this one next.